Hello there. So in this video, we're going to be focusing on getting Miia to stand. So this is a very important starting point because a lot of the future functions depend on this. So it's quite important that we get Miia to be able to stand without falling over or actually getting up to be on one leg, because that feeds into turning, it feeds into walking forward, walking back, to dancing, to all the possibilities. It starts with a step. So before we can walk, we need to step. So to do this, we've got this sheet that we've constructed, and we can see the aim is to help you find the optimum angle that will make Miia stand. So stand on one leg is the first step to many moves, so it's important to ensure the motors are in the optimum positions, as I just said. So for this, you'll see that we won't need the C and D um, angles, so that you can play around with that. But for now, to get her up, you just need A and B, and I think that's a good starting point where we just need to worry about two motors for now. So in the previous video, in the motor movements video, you it explained which way the motors move. So you could say that the right 0 or 1 was on top and 180 was at the bottom, if that was your outcome. I don't know, depends on the way you connected Miia up. And you'd say that, okay, maybe this was 0 this side or 180 on top, but we'll have to investigate that. And so the way we're going to do this is, once we're going to try a few angles. You try we try, like, say, so from 90 we'd go, if this is 0 on top, we'd go 80, 70, 60, and you'd see if you use one motor, will that work? um, if Miia doesn't go up with one motor, you may think, oh, okay, how am I going to get her up? And then you should check maybe the other side to say, okay, are we going to use the other foot to push her up? I don't know. You decide. And then you also need to know that, okay, what is the maximum angle that I can go here? Because if I go too far, does Miia fall over? If I go too small of an angle, does she really stand on one foot, or is this foot still touching the ground, which doesn't um, reach the objective that we want on one foot? So for that, we're gonna go to our lo-fi blocks again. Let's make another project. Let's call this standing investigation. Investigation. Boom. Okay, so save project. Let's say that. You'll see it's over there. Okay, so so the way we're going to do this is, a lot of the functions uses all four of these. So we want to control all four of these servers at once. Um, so we'd go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we know that these are this is a C and D, and this is going to be our hip motors. So we want to set those to 90 because we don't really want to play with that. We want that to be a set amount. And so for this, we want to change things. So the way we can do this is, we could use, so let's set everything to 90. And if you play that, you're gonna see that, okay, nothing should happen now. Miia should be at at its initial position, which is normal. So this is good. Next, let's change this. Okay, let's see what happens. So 80, what happens? And if we go, say, 70, what happens? And 60, what happens there? So her foot may be up, maybe down. Um, and for this one, let's go and let's make it, I don't know, 120? Does Maya stand up with 120? Or um, do I have to make this a bit bigger? Or because do I need to push her body to be on this angle? So should I go 150? Oh, so I think she's standing at this point. Or let's go 170 even. Okay, so she should be standing at this point. Maybe, maybe not. And then I could even check, okay, what's this? If I go, if I go, maybe that should fall back down over here. If I make this smaller, if I make that closer to 90, is that angle too small? And if I go right to the limit, I mean, if I go 20, that should fall over. So this is the investigation that you will need to do, and just play around with these two numbers. Once you get the one side, the other side should be easy because it would just be the same angle but on the opposite side. So you'll have to just play around with these two things. And once you find that, you just put in your findings over here. So motor A, to stand on the right foot, you want motor A to be at angle X, and you want motor B to be at angle Y. And in the notes, you could say that okay, at a certain angle it falls over, and at another certain angle it doesn't get up. So you know that this is the angles that you're playing in, and you'll do the same for the left foot. So once you get that, we quite close to getting Maya to walk. So again, before we walk, we need to learn how to stand.